team chance.
Damage front hill.
One shot with reception now.
Damage front hill.
One shot with reception now.
I might spawn out. No, I'm good.
I'm going to pick up
Back
the
off.
or the right cross.
He's gonna go right.
I think they were.
Yeah, they're gonna be hitting this. They're gonna be hitting this.
Looking at it with you.
I'm playing
Go
new.
in zig, in zig, in zig.
Yeah.
In ring on me.
I'll get Zig.
That's one down, guys. That's one down.
Got me. Yo,
One down.
two art, one driveway already.
Okay.
There's two driveway actually.
Yellow
one
one
shot. Yellow one shot. Yellow absolute going front gym.
Alright,
Front gym.
I'm going front.
おっとベソップ一人だけで
Right, selves in.
おー、一番や
He's
っ
weak.
た。
Back
あ
van,
あ
back
送
van,
った
back
ねさ
van. He's on top of the
ん
van, on top of the van, top of the black van.
And one zig right now. Hydra. Hitting
Top
it.
van.
Holding. Also.
I hit him once.
強くね奥田
Yeah, I spawn art.
Yeah, once.
Going back
ダーシーせっかくだったらさクリークじゃなくて FF ある
One zig.
I think
使
it
え
might
よ
be Sam.
He's there. Fake flash.
Oh fuck.
One mid pillar,
On.
mid pillar time. Pillar dead.
お
All
ー
right, we're back, and honestly, your team sounded great, Chance. I'm not gonna lie, but I wanted to note that Octane was on a 5 streak. Dude, this guy is frying ever since he has his new squad, and making a case that he still is one of those best ARs in the game. I've never heard anything more biased than talking about a guy frying when he is just 6-6. It's not like he's doing a too shabby of a job, right? You help get your team the garage hill. Again, we talked about those early rotations being a little bit important, but speaking of the early rotations, it is my team fully set up into new, and when I say fully, really just 2 players trying to watch the back. The player attempting to potentially cause some problems, and well, it's easy looking to hunt him down. Those are the gunfights I expect old Abe to be able to win. And frankly, if I'm looking at the setup we got, maybe we lost those first 2 gunfights, but we get the good spawns. This is a full 60. I can feel it. I can taste it. Well, look at the setup that we have going on right now on this push. We had Octane going around jungle, but he kind of jumps the gun a little bit and challenges too early. We had another player that was going through cutout, and you could just tell, I mean, in an 8 series, it's so tough to be coordinated. The comms probably just weren't there, and they fall one by one. That puts us in a really bad spot. Although we were up by so much that you guys aren't going to gain too big of a lead. It's just going to come down to we can lock down P5, which looks like we're rotating right now. We need to get over towards ring. You're trying to make that rotation. Meanwhile, I think on my team, we're just looking for the actual kills. Hydra attempted to cause problems, but trades are going to be there. Teamwork obviously going to be on point as well. Looking like a potential double push up towards pool steps. The approach towards kitchen is vying for early control of this new hill. Not going to be fun really for either team. You see Hydra's getting tagged up, but even where he falls, the sticks come through. Nameless's squad ends up in this hill early on, and now I'm thinking about the potential setup, the pinches that are coming through, and honestly, not a lot of work to be done. You got Sim just locking down pull steps, and you got Octane posted up inside the hill. Yeah, Abizi went huge with that entry kill into Art, but they weren't able to get anything out of it because my squad was holding you guys back into kitchen. So it's really just going to come down to if anybody can get a big entry gunfight here. It's on Dashy, he's going to get taken out by Octane. Now Octane has the clear line of sight onto kitchen. Great shots out of him with the pistol, and it's looking good for Team Nameless right now. It was a great setup, picking up on that pinch despite Abizi getting the initial kill. Able to garner control, and we're getting a full 60 right now, Chance. I mean, hell, 30 points down. I think I'd be maybe a little bit concerned, but this is exactly what happened to this squad yesterday, man. They had a bit of a slow start on raid. Eventually, they heated up, and, well, maybe Octane's thinking about the same thing, and now your team's actually going around back, trying to get that under control, and Dashy can't pick up the 2. So your team right now set up for long-term success, which means I'm going to need to get quite a bit of this hill time. Someone needs to make the play. Beezy able to take down at least one. This is where the ARs need to pop off, lock it down, and Methods right now trying to provide. Yeah, you know what? So far, so good for Methods. I mean, his KD might not reflect it, but he's been in all the right spots throughout this game. It's been kind of annoying for my squad to deal with. And right now, you guys are getting a big chunk of time here on P1. You also just gained the good spawns for new. However, my squad is still back laundry. So you're going to have to set up these kills. Number 7, that's going to be Hoop trying to deal with a few people in P1. And spawns are all over the place right now. That was a big moment, though. I think, what was it? Simp won the gunfight in the back end. I don't know if they're going to be aware of these spawns. It looks like Simp's playing nice and passive, but he does get chopped down. I'm not keeping track entirely, but it feels like anytime Abizi and Simp get the head-to-head gunfight, I think Abizi's been coming out on top so far, so certainly love to see that. On the downside, though, we just get bullied out of the hill. Trying to lock down the back spawns. Hook, though, you said you didn't want him to run the AR. Frankly, I think it's been working for him. maybe one of the best things your team has done so far has just been to not listen to your advice.
Yeah, maybe so. Either way, we're up in this game. We have control of kitchen right now. And what I loved on that rotation was what Octane did. He picked up on the spawns out near garage. He turned around mid P5, picked up a kill, and forced them into another bad spawn water. And we got, a good 20 seconds on that hill from the front, which you got to always be happy with. So we have another opportunity here at the break, but we got to deal with Envoy on the water steps, which is it's just tough, man. It's just that layer into the break. It's going to be so tough to deal with. And yep, you guys are going to walk away with all this time. So it's back to garage. We had success last time. Time to set up and execute.
God, I'll say it though, I'm loving the ego chalice coming up from Envoy, right? He might be 13 and 21 right now as he loses another one, but he's feeling himself, taking those gunfights at long range against players like Octane. But you see the potential break, gonna get set up. Octane's the one spotting out the information, and this is honestly my team doing a little bit of nice work. Some bait switches coming through, trying to make the pressure over towards AC. Talk about the moment of the game. If we get this break, we might be able to get this one wrapped up. You just gotta figure out a way to deal with Octane.
Bro, Hook was just trying to throw the game, man. Sit down. This guy was at P1. Over peeking, died to pillars, but it's all good. We're still around the hill right now. I need Simp. Come on, man. This is MVP caliber.
There we go.
Player getting gunned up close. Come on, man. We're just not gonna get done like that. So there we go. The break comes in. 30 seconds left. It's not gonna give you that big of a lead. You guys had success on basketball last time, and you're fighting this hard for garage. I'm kind of concerned.
I'll be fighting that hard. Dashy just stayed alive for how long? Like just around the hard point AC. He just gunned Simp along with like Octane towards the end to make that happen. Hell of a play coming out from the boys, especially the Optic guys. The teamwork there, nice and successful. Now you got some SMGs trying to roam through the middle of the map. They're actually leaving Dashy for the scrap time. I want that man out of the hill as quickly as possible, but the teamwork right now, if it wasn't for the stick, it would have been nice and clean. Unfortunately, Abizi finds himself by his lonesome, and he just goes out and challenges 3 players. He gets cut down. Your team looking to get set up for this basketball hill. They got a very strong spot so far.
I don't understand these challenges I'm seeing out of my squad right now. We had one guy challenge from Tiki. That's Hydra. Clay, you're going to have to teach this guy to slow down sometimes. We have Octane left in the hill right now. It's a big play on him. He's getting pinched from all sides, going to get taken out. And we're forced to spawn out, man. We had a beautiful setup on rotation. We had 3 guys in the back. We're fighting out a cutout. Doorway Hydra's able to get back inside from the front. You love to see that. And have an opportunity to pick up this last 20. It's not going to be enough. Always comes down to that final middle hill, man. It's so annoying when you're trying to break it from basketball, but if there's anybody that's going to do it, it's Team Nameless.
I disagree with that. You got Envoy already. This is actually a bit of a spread. Your team has an opportunity, right? You got a couple players going through ringside. I'm thinking Dashy, though, on the flip side, gonna start gunning him. Expect his name to pop up in the feed, and there it is. Not even going to get traded out for the moment. He's roaming around. It's the double stack inside the hill. Methods just needs to stay alive, collect his time, but he gets dropped. Octane somehow able to pick up 2, and oh dear, this is not looking good.
Yes, sir. Octane with the big 2-piece out of kitchen, and I love what I saw to Hydra on that rotation, going all the way around P1, being a distraction near ring, and now we have full control here. Luke's going to get taken out, but that's going to leave a lot of pressure on the Hydra. Huge 2-piece that trades back and forth, and MVP mode activated. Let's get it, Simp. Turn up. That's the game, Chance. And we win the hard point, baby, which means you're screwed. There's nothing you can do now.
That is not ideal. I trust the bounce back. Maybe I was thinking the hot 2-0. Maybe we'll have to actually go to that control. But, I mean, frankly, just a well-played game. As soon as you were breaking up Paco, Hydra, playing a little bit too quick, well, locks down the best play, locks down the basketball hill. And frankly, I mean, that was the opportunity for my squad to actually get the break inside the point. So Hydra, again, I think it was either you or Lando that mentioned it earlier, but every single game that this kid plays, always popping off, always making some sort of highlight reel play. I gotta be honest, man, the kid looks like he can do it all.
Absolutely, and here's our stats right now. Abizi having a tough one, man. You were highlighting how, him versus Simp was gonna be a battle, and 17-26, that's just simply not gonna cut it. And looking at the rest of your squad, Dashy had a phenomenal game. 29-14, he was lighting it up. Notably that huge play that he had near the garage to bring you guys back into the game. And then on the other side of things, Octane with the AR, man, going off 26-17. I love that. Got to continue with one more map and we take this win.
And I believe it's Octane with the USAA coverage. Plays of the game. I don't know what the man was doing on the map, but it seemed like as soon as he got beyond that slow start, he just started popping off, right? He's on the garage hill. He goes on the 5 spree. It's inside the point. He's picking up 2 pieces left and right. Even towards the end of the game, it was once again on this hill where Octane was throwing up 2 pieces in the feed to get the break. So it's fun to watch this man play. When he is on point, there is very few ARs, pretty much in Call of Duty history, that can look like he can.
Absolutely, man. I know he's been struggling for the last 2 years, hasn't really found his fitting with either of the search squads or the multiple search squads that they've had, but there's no denying the talent that Sam has, man. He was one of the best ARs in multiple titles in a row, and he still has that talent, right? It's just about finding the right squad. We all know your teammates can elevate you, and they just haven't been able to figure it out yet. But I'm hoping in Stage 4, Stage 5, they can get there.
Well, if I gotta give my team a hype speech and try to figure out a way to deal with
でも配
Hydra,
信する
I'm gonna have to do that in the break time.
でもわかんない。できて
We're
るのか
gonna
な
go quick commercial break. When we come back, though,
時間
my team for sure will bounce back.
できてるわ。使用してます。
なるほど。本当は Cdl 配信で出てるわ。
でしょ
奥さんのいい映画が。
なんか 4K 出るんだけど。
We've come a long way, paid our dues, measured by the scoreboard,
4K も出て
taken
る
the
感じしない
battlefield
け
as
ど。
brothers, as friends, as champions, as kings. We didn't come to play esports. We came to define it.
MW だね。使う？何これ？何これ？モバイルか。レッツジロー好きな CM じゃないこれ。
You know what I'm doing right now? I know you know what I'm doing right now. You can hear it.
Download free now.
Call of Duty League is presented by T-Mobile, now America's largest and fastest 5G network. Set your sights on the competition with T-Mobile, the leader in 5G. Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League. Zenny, the official eyewear for the CDL. Armor your eyes with Zenny Blocks blue light protection glasses by visiting zenny.com/gaming.
Celebrating the COD League All-Stars weekend with a giveaway. A winner will get a controller of their choice. To enter, just make sure you retweet this tweet, follow @ScuffGaming and @COD League. Make sure you tag a friend and reply with #ScuffXCDL. Make sure you get this in by the end of today's broadcast. The sooner you do it, the better. Everyone could use one of those beautiful CDL Scuff controllers. Frankly, I could use one myself, but Nameless, I think if anything, what we just learned from Rap 1, you have an intimidating roster. Again, we talked about Hydra. Every single map that he plays, he pops off, but who do you think the actual most intimidating player on your team is?
Now, here's the thing. I'm scared of my entire roster. I wouldn't want to face any of them. Probably.
Fair enough.
You know, for me personally, when I played, it was Octane. I just could never seem to beat the guy. Like, I was never, afraid to go up against, like, a Formal or a Clay or anything like that. I feel like I always played well against them. But when I played against Octane, he put me down bad every single time. It's just something about his shot is just insane. From distance, he's always going to win that gunfight. So, personally, Octane. But I feel like in terms of the entire league, it's Simp. I think a lot of people going up against him, they know that he's going to give his all every single time. And he's just going to be putting up numbers. And he's just a lot to deal with, so... I'll answer it holistically, Sim.
I mean, Sim is a great answer. Even when he seems to be struggling, he still holds down the #1 overall KD. But just to take a look at the quick scope presented by Scuff Gaming, I mean, my team maybe had the edge in hardpoint. Didn't really pan out too well on raid. Maybe not as much success today compared to yesterday. And now we have to go into search. And I gotta say, that is tough for me to have to look at. That .62 compared to the team that won. I'm not nervous though, man. Maybe Express is just the metric for these guys to have a little bit of success. Maybe Envoy, who was holding back on some of his routes yesterday, might have to pull some sneaky ones out of the bag, but I gotta say, if I was on your side of the board, Nameless, I'd be pretty confident with the next two maps we got.
Well, here's the thing. Why I think we're going to be good at Express is it's a lot of times it's like a face smash battle, you know, running down towards B and those gunfights, especially with the SMGs up close in the steps and in the hallways. So I think our chances are actually pretty good here. But if I think back to Checkmate yesterday, it came down to a lot of clutch moments. There were a few rounds we probably should have lost, where on the retake, Hydra got a big kill, or Octane was ended up clutching a 1v1. So might be a little bit closer than we think. We'll see.
Right now, I'm just trying to, I don't know, will something into existence, someone on my team to clutch up. Honestly, I want to see like a 4-hit to B right off the rip, based on what direction Methods is looking. It might be going towards A. I just want the aggression because I just want them to get like a little bit of their swagger back, a little bit of confidence, and maybe try to get the gunning flowing, but there's a 4-stack leaning over towards A, and honestly, your team, not a terrible read. They've double stacked up towards the middle of the map, and once these nades start coming through, Hook, zero time wasted, already on the flank.
He goes, dude, listen, this is like the biggest benefit of having Hook, but also the biggest downside. He just goes rogue sometimes, man, and you know, when he's getting the kills, it looks beautiful, but sometimes it's not panning out. But these 8-type series looking fantastic as the gunfight's starting to go down. It's just a trade battle back and forth, comes down to a 1v1, Methods versus Simp.
Gets the reload. He's definitely got the upper hand. Simp has not heard this yet. He's peeking around, but in my mind, Methods, you got the AR, you could just play it, you got the bomb down, and you should know that Simp is not wrapped around. You can play for these audio cues. A 1v1 he needs. Zinni is on this team for its clutch factor, and he might have just played this perfectly. Get the bomb checks, pick a corner, don't die, success. Oh, if I've learned anything, Simp doesn't like to hop bombs on this map on offense or defense. What a way for him to get this clutch out, and Jesus, what
No Fiber is insane, dude. This guy literally just hip fired and connected a bullet. What are you talking about, man? All right, either way, though, that was a big round on Zinni. You're right. He does have ice. I got to give him respect there. The man could definitely still be competing in the league, right? It wasn't skill, like you said. I know I throw a lot of shade Zin's way, but that's Duo Ant. That's my guy. I got a lot of love for him, and you know, I hope for him to get a spot in the future. Great round out of your squad, though, man. I thought Simp was going to clutch that up.
I mean, honestly, as soon as Who goes on, I mean, that was what, a flank within the first, like, 12 seconds of the round. I was very concerned, thought it was going to collapse, but I think Envoy ends up getting the first blood on the flip side. Methods as well, picking up 2 big kills, and again, the ice factor always there, but now we get stacked over towards B, line them up for Big Brucey and take him down, Hydra. You're going to get hunted, you're going to get trapped. That's why you can't stack near my team, Nameless. Too good, the gun skill on point. Now that we get the gunning warm after the first hard point, I think we're going to see a lot of rounds like this.
That body feels fantastic for Dashy getting the 2-piece of people lining up. Right, feels unreal. He's like, oh, that's how that feels?
It's easy.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, man, we need to activate right now. I want to see another one of those rogue Hook pushes, but after he gets the kill, just maybe lay low a little bit, chill out. Your team seems to like A.
I think we're playing for picks. I think they just got flanked so fast the round before that they're a little bit more concerned. I think Methods sort of felt the pressure with a couple guys on B, but they have very much slowed this pace down. The spread across the map, and Envoy, the first blood, looking for it. Unfortunately, Simp gives him a gunny. But of course, where there's a call, there's a response. Methods trying to even this up at a 3v3, and frankly, a BZ. Fits back to the 3v3, you're looking for the next set of first bloods. But Hydra had the upper hand. He's going to back down. This is a very slow-paced round, and my team, they got to go pick up that bomb.
Yeah, man, it's always interesting watching a BZ because it's like his approach to Call of Duty is just I've never thought about God in the way that he does. You know, he plays off those shoulders and search and destroy. He'll confidently play an angle, like simply just to throw that shoulder. He knows he's not going to die. It always works out. So he gets that information there. Now your squad left in a 2 versus 2. A BZ alive. Dashy as well. Top going to take the gunfight and lose it to Octane. Now BZ left in the 1 versus 2 going to get taken out, and that's Simp with the cleanup. Nothing you could do there, just got sandwiched. And it comes down to Dashy, man. He had to either win that gunfight or play his life.
I think a couple moments as well, right? I think BZ got the information on Hydra, and Methods tries to push in for the kill, but I think if anything can be said about Hydra, again, you mentioned it earlier, he doesn't like to play very slow. He is always insanely quick. to go for the repositioning. He was doing it in the 1v1s yesterday that he had. Man loves to work his way around the map, and frankly, the key to success right now for your team. I mean, Hydra has been the MVP, at least for map number 1 in my mind.
Absolutely.
It certainly makes the big play. And now you're on offense flanking. You've taken the bomb straight through the middle of the map. Hook, he's everywhere. You're getting flanked on defense, but a BZ gives him the ish, and Methods wins his one as well. I don't care if he gets traded. It's a 3v2, and a BZ's still alive. That's a GG.
Bro, Hook just got bombed on, son. That was not okay. That's not right.
本当だ。
That's not right.
おい。
おー。
神父。
You've seen
1v3。
this before.
Simp,
You can do it.
Simp clutching 1v3 against these players.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
first, but now he's completely taken down, and
Oh.
the nade would have taken it.
Yeah,
Love the
Envoy,
idea, by the way,
Envoy.
from Envoy and Dashi, right? You got Envoy pulling out the Fafar, you got Dashi pulling out the AK-74U. Anything these players lack, it is certainly not confidence. They will use whatever gun they want at their disposal, constantly mixing things up. And frankly, I mean, you just gotta tip the cap to a BZ. We are very lucky that it was not the best play giving the gunny to Hook, because his aggression should have paid off. But instead, your team is down 3-1.
Yeah, it's a wonderful search and destroy so far. We're seeing some good looks out of my squad. I mean, they're trying to hit these flanks and getting in these advantageous positions early off. That just really comes down to that gunfight that a BZ won. Spectacular win out of him and displaying his talent here in the All-Star game.
Trades for the first, timing for the second. Hook not able to win the gunfight. Maybe the 74U not treating him too politely, or maybe he's got to think about the old Fafar. Double challenge coming through, though. Nice teamwork for your boys just to make this a 2 versus 2. They were trapped just for a moment, but Dashi gives up the angle. Now your team has a bit of a free roam around the map.
Yeah, we're playing the buddy system, which I like, because looking at number 2, I mean, Envoy's just sitting alone. So I don't know where the Optic Chicago Chem was. They didn't really have a plan there. Dashi split up, rotating over. And now, I don't think my team's ready for this B plant. No, they thought he was going to be playing near A. So as long as they play together here and clear out these lanes, they should be okay. I like the Hydra and Simp duo.
Yeah, they get.
Never mind.
Yeah, they get.
Cut in half immediately. And again, you talk about just the repositioning. Dashi trying to get out by Hydra. The shot's coming through. Makes him nice and tagged up and weak. And Hydra's going hunting. But frankly, he doesn't have a lot of time. Dashi knows he needs to wrap around to actually check this bomb. But he plays for the information. Dashi lives for these situations. But brother, you gotta go check that bomb.
You can't see it from here. He stretched it, and Dashi has an SMG. Let's go, Hydra. This guy is years ahead of his game. Game fuel feature player for a reason. Let's go, Hydra. Getting us back in this game. That was a swing round. We needed that.
I'll be honest, I don't know what that play was in the slightest, right? As soon as Hydra gets that push, like, I mean, Dashi was the one that planted the bomb. You get the big old indicator on your screen. This is the one you got to protect, but with the best play, simply not good enough. By the way, I mean, I don't know how much you've paid attention to this. I've been seeing a lot more of the stutter step sprinting throughout the league. I think Fellow is the first player that I saw it. And get out of here, Pat Cleaner, one of the observers. We love your work, but there's no peace and love in All-Star Weekend. Actually, there is. There's a ton of peace and love. Even for the 1v1s for the trash talk, almost none of the players delivered.
Yeah, facts.
Everyone just very polite.
Well, here we go. We're hitting an A look now. I like this strategy here. We have Simp and Hydra together, man. Once again, I'll say it, this duo, unstoppable force right here. Pushing over towards A, trying to get that information on the back bridge. It's Dashi that's up there. Probably switch back to an AR for this round. Here we go. Trophies down. Bombs getting planted, and this is your team's one opportunity. They have to set up this pinch and get a blood.
That was great work at a Hydra, by the way, just to make sure he actually covers his teammate. Leaves, though, in a 3v3, and that bomb is planted. Your entire team trapped around maps, though.
That's what we
Methods
want.
get the information. He knows one player's in lockers, but, I mean, you got him trapped. You just got to find a way to get these kills, and there's the first. Dashi able to take down Synth. The next 2 players up top. Envoy can smell it. The players play weak. They get shredded. You drop down to death. Envoy with the 2Bs. Give him the defuse. I don't care about streaks later on, but that is a comfortable 4-2 lead my team is working with, and even more so, a comfortable retake on the A site. They frankly just dominated the map.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's kind of what we want right there. We get that bomb down to be trapped, but I think, unfortunately, that spot that Octane's in, I didn't even know that. If you're aiming forward, like towards one of the windows, your hand sticks out and you die. So if you just aim right, like he did at the very end there, you can't see him. So I just learned something. I think Octane did as well. That was just super unfortunate. That was easily clutchable. Either way, on to
I think it was just a good pinch as well, right? I think you had Methods that was on top of the train, getting some shots in through the window. Again, even with Hydra's covered on the flank when Ibizi was coming around, the trades were certainly going to be there. I think if Hydra finds that kill just a little bit quicker before Ibizi gets that first blood, maybe things shake out to be different. But back to B we go. We got the stack. Hydra going to back down, or maybe he's going straight forward. Couple kills come through, and Ibizi, though, the issue's there. All of a sudden, Hook, the man that seemingly can't win a gunfight for your squad, at least not with the sub. He's got the Krig, and he's looking for the 1v3.
Nothing you can do there. Yeah, your squad's doing a good job, man. It's a nice search and destroy team you built here. I think I made a mistake in the map vetoes playing Express, to be honest.
Why is that?
It's just a lot of long sight lines to pre-aim that, you know, you could just send your SMGs in front of you, and, you know, Methods doing a good job pre-aiming over the squad. Dashy as well. We've seen him go off in this map with the Fafar. I don't know. I just think, you know, I didn't think hard enough about it, but it's all good. 5-2. Game's not over. We've seen a full sail on this map before, years ago.
うわー、ここの
You got Big Bruce. I mean, he's looking to be in the action. He is trying to get in the mix, and straight away gets the first blood. The trades are there. It's the full collapse. Hook again, left in the 1v3.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Quick to make this a 1v2, but goes for the challenge, and Honest Abe is there to take him down and drop him. The bounce back my team needed is the bounce back they get. Smiles across the board. Methods had himself a hell of a game, but frankly, it was a team effort. You got Envoy just having a little bit of fun, rocking the Fafar. You got Dashy mixing things up, showing off that he can use whatever the hell gun that he wants, and he's going to be efficient with it. Quite a nice little bounce back game, and well, there's your stats looking across the board. Nothing but positivity on my side, and well, I'm looking at yours, and not a lot of love, not a lot to write home about, Nameless. It's exactly as I expected it to be.
Yeah, Zinni had a big game, I think, out the gates. That first round was huge, and dude, your team is twisted. Ibizi started winning some crazy gunfights. I guess the man got warmed up, but it's going to be a lot to deal with on this next map, man. I'm getting a little nervous over here, Chance. Getting a little nervous.
I don't blame you in the slightest, and well, maybe more things to get nervous about for our U.S. Army tactical play. I believe we got Methods from round one. I can't remember. It was a little bit too long ago, but I got to imagine that the gunning from him is going to be fully intact. And actually, yeah, there it is. He doesn't even need the gun to be intact. He's got the hip fire bullets, and more importantly, he's got the ice, and he's got the stones. How many 1v1s do you think Simp has lost throughout his career?
Yeah, not
Maybe
many.
Express a bit of a sore spot, but Methods plays him like a fiddle.
You know what's beautiful about this play out of Methods? And I know it's S&D, but you know, typically in AR, like Simp's gonna know that Methods has an AR, right? So Simp's probably guessing like, all right, Methods is probably gonna be on top of one of the bridges playing a long distance gunfight, but Methods plays inside the train, plays close, trying to, you know, play the guessing game with Simp, and he ends up winning. So high level search and destroy out of Methods right there.
I mean, hey, it's a man that makes a lot of adjustments, and maybe a couple more adjustments are going to need to be made. Your team pretty handily won that first respawn, admittedly a little bit close, but it'll be a tough team to stop. But we got a raid control coming up right after this break.
今日良かったよ、俺 FFAR。あれ、アポカリプス刺さってないけど。
いや、それ以外でも使うんだよ。
クリグでいいなって思っちゃう。
クリグ使うぐらいだったら FFAR でいいなってある。
だって AR 運用しないじゃん、FFAR。
してるよ、遠距離抜くから俺。言ったけどマジで遠距離抜く。
クリグでいいや。
FFAR の方が解けるもん。
クリグでいいや。
This is the game of basketball. Poetry,
FFAR の方が解けるんだよ。じゃあ FFAR だよ。
imagination. This game takes everything you give and gives back even more. This is a singular moment becoming a blueprint. Selflessness recognized. The fight of a lifetime. It breaks hearts, bends minds, and drops jaws.
FFAR の意見は相手は使えないっていう。
That's game.
相手使おうと思ってもリコイルコントロールできない。今日のプライベそれだったわ。
ああ、なるほどね。
俺がなんかFFAR 使ったら 2,3 人増えたけど全員使えなくて俺だけが無双。
無声。
上がれ。それやってろ。 何これ面白そう。いや、モバイルかよ。
The Call of Duty League is presented by T-Mobile, now America's largest and fastest 5G network. Set your sights on the competition with T-Mobile, the leader in 5G.
Welcome back to the Game Fuel Marquee match. It is the 4v4, effectively Pro 8 series, but for the All-Stars, where this skill ceiling that we have in this lobby at an all-time high. We're getting ready to watch my team absolutely dominates Nameless in the map 3. I think if I'm paying attention to the series, Abizi did not have the best game, number 1. He got a little bit of a hot hand for the game, too. And frankly, he's going to come out and dominate in this raid control. Nameless, I'm just curious, man. Obviously, this is the fight to prove who the best analytical mind in Call of Duty is. What are you going to do after my team beats you and proves that, obviously, it's me? I know how to build teams.
Well, listen, as much as I like to entertain your imaginary world that you bring when you're talking about Call of Duty and things like that, it's not going to happen. My squad is going to win this series right here. We played raid control yesterday, and we dominated the map. I mean, we lost one round. It was 3-1. Everybody on my team went off. Simp had a crazy performance where he was getting kills left and right at basketball. I mean, we just have too much pressure, and we have the nussance players. We have Hook, we have Simp, we have Hydra. They are going to be a problem on the map. Don't let them get to bedroom, because you're not getting past it.
チームとしての動きがあるじゃん。
I mean, I'm glad you have high expectations for your team. Hydra, obviously a very threatening player that we have to deal with. Honestly, I think he might be the guy that we have to pay the most attention to on the map. He just runs wild. He, again, just plays at that hyper-aggressive pace. And again, that is sort of the matchup right now, right? Simp, it's not like he's not used to playing in these situations. He gets Hydra on his team. It's kind of just like having another Abizi. Just your SMG that's always in the mix, picking up 2 pieces, doing 360s, whatever needs to be done. But I think if I'm paying any attention, Envoy just went and had a field day with the Vafar. Dashy's starting to get warm, and he's doing with the 74U. Frankly, my team can just do whatever they want. They're about to walk all over you in this raid control.
Okay, well, as long as Envoy doesn't pull out like a Milano or anything, we should have a pretty competitive game. We're hopping on board here with Hydra, man. See what he can start off and do here. Also, something needs to be said about Dash, dude. He's been lately on another level. It's since the major. Like, prior to that, he had some pretty abysmal performances. I remember that one map he went like 7-20 on, and people were starting to question him, like, what's going on with Bruce? And really, since the major, man, he's been flying. What do you attribute that to? Because mostly to me, you know, some of the other Optic guys, you know, fix some of their mistakes, and then Dashy's confidence. After he has a big game, he seems to steamroll it in some more games after.
I mean, dude, I don't know if it's a confidence thing or just the amount of time and effort he's putting in. I feel like it's never lacking, but I don't know. I've seen him in the stream lately playing a ton of just free-for-all, grinding league play, and he is just a man on a mission. Seems like he has truly hit that final form, but maybe another player again rocking the gosh darn Krieg 6. Ook, not a problem for him at all. I mean, he just gets the multi-kill, wipes out my entire squad, and I don't know. Good news for us. We spawn right on top of A, and one ticket's already come through, but I mean, if Hook gets streaks, that is a devastating sign.
Yeah, I think Hook actually saw, so Hook died inside a kitchen. And you know what? Teams usually are going to get A here pretty quick, but I'm just glad that we did a good job off the break, because leading out as many lives as you can before they get a solid push at B is always the play here, right? Because it's super difficult to get this point. You can bleed out a decent amount of lives and then get into bedroom, you can lock it down. So we're doing a good job right now of holding strong. Help players located in your kitchen and money, and 2 players in bedrooms. Nice job.
The fight for bedroom actually going to be a bit of a problem, but hey, Envoy's able to win the one. You get the bedroom clearance, you get the close spawn, and now you get the break just to start to fly. Fortunately for Dashy, he takes out a teammate, but hey, Beezy's actually on the other team. That's a gunfight Dashy needs to get used to winning, right? To try to take down base, but get a little bit of clearance, some bodies near the point. You got Octane in the backline, and Envoy just decides to square up. That is a dangerous gunfight to take, let me tell you.
Yeah, and that's what we see pro teams doing a lot. When they're on this B push and they're located near like water steps and Tiki and stuff like that, they take the challenges a little bit too early. You have to wait and take your time, and just sort of be a nuisance and not allow the defensive team to push up while your team works inside a kitchen and gets that opening for you. So, team kind of threw their lives away, put themselves sort of in a pickle here as Octane wins a big gunfight inside of Money, doing the dance, and you guys are able to win those couple gunfights to get control, but for how long?
For hopefully long enough. You actually get the mid-map cuts off as well. So right now, BZ just roaming around basketball, making sure that they're just funneling everybody in the kitchen. Right now, my team actually working themselves for the middle of the map. So we got kitchen control, we got basketball control, we got everything that we could possibly need. Hook's gonna fall as well. You got the stack inside the point. You flush through Money. It's not looking like a fun place to go. Simp able to find 2, and it's actually gonna be enough. It might come down to a 1v1 inside the hill. Simp doesn't even do it with the gun.
Let's go.
The defensive hold is strong, but only 3 lives remain. Your team trying to hold on by desperate end. No one can afford to die.
Yeah, this isn't ideal. I think we played a little bit too aggressive after we got those few kills, water steps. Put ourselves in a bad situation, but all good, all good. You guys got the kills, not the progression on the point.
All good.
So how many ticks did you guys get? 2 or 1? Is it 2?
2 on B, and obviously the cap over towards A as well.
I thought it was
that
1.
is almost best case scenario. I mean, maybe you don't want to get that final kill towards the end and get the actual tick, but hey, I'll take it. And again, if you're paying attention to the stats, we talked about it a little bit before. BZ, he had a bit of a slow game 1. Not the case right now. He is running a rampage on the map. Actually slowed down a little bit. He started out 7-2, so maybe after that, not too much, and everybody else picked it up. But on the flip side, Hydra, your boy, the French phenom, where's he at? 3-8, nameless. I know your first pick was, you wanted it to be Awakening. You didn't get your first pick, and now I'm watching your team struggle.
Oh, no. And we have a tough break off here, so we're going to have to climb out of this hole. We got to take care of Envoy here in front of Art. And it looks like we're still trying to get over towards A. The problem is you guys have people all over the map right now. You're set up in great positions. Envoy with a huge entry onto the ramp, and not shortly after, BZ going to pick up a kill on Hydra, and thankfully Octane's able to clean him up, so that'll give us a little bit of wiggle room here to try to get some picks over near the A point. The answer's there from Methods, and this is a trade battle back and forth.
Wow.
Methods right now trying to finesse. Can't accomplish anything, and it's looking like we go to the old standard, right? Get a couple bodies stacked over towards A. My team looking for the kills more so than the actual retake, but if they get enough kills, they'll certainly be happy with it. I know something you talked about yesterday, and I agree with the point. The opening breaks really do just set the tone, especially when your team not quite as coordinated, but maybe it's just Crick Sixes everywhere on the map. Hook's rocking 1. I see Simp lighting up the feed with the same thing as well, and that is the clean and clear wipe. That is going to be the A zone captured. 20 lives remaining for both teams, and well, now this is the question. Do you have enough time to make this break over towards B?
So here's the that's where teams make so many mistakes. What your squad just did. They wrap back over towards Laundry, but instead of just like playing picks from the hill and playing to ensure your life, they actually went for the challenge and gave us an opportunity, which is just something I hate seeing. And what the hell was that? Then he just got
That's the best gun in the game. That is the best gun in the game.
That's why I said we don't need a second AR. That's why I said we don't even need one. That was beautiful.
Dude, the fact that he squares up for that gunfight, that is unbelievable. Like, he did that with his chest. He did that with confidence. He actually believed in himself to win the gunfight, and for good reason.
So keep your eye on the mini right now, number 6. Who's that? That's going to be Simp. He's making a play right now. See if he can get around and Envoy, man. He knows when somebody's going to be flanking. And that's the flurry of kills that comes in. You guys are in a great position to lock this down.
You're going to get funneled as well. Dashy, again, just giving the comms to the team. We got Min-Mac double stacked up right now. Methods waiting in the wings. As soon as the BZ calls it out, he's going to get the support that he just may not need. Hydra trying to go on the cross, but frankly, this setup too good until Methods struggling just a little bit. Slides out just to get gunned, and well, the opening might be there. Lucky for me, Dashy still alive in bedroom. This is his wheelhouse, and 2 more kills. He'll get some streaks. And frankly, if you get streaks in this, that is the dagger. Might as well be a GG.
Well, this is a massive opportunity for us right now. Hydra's going to run out by himself. Will the trade come in? And no, it does not. The chemistry is not quite there. The timing not there just yet. 2 kills coming out. Dashy has been so annoying, a thorn in our side here in bedroom. And
there we go, Zinni.
Okay. Zinni coming to play here, man. Ryan. 11 of his kills have been from inside the point. Wonderful.
The objective mastermind, but Simp. Oh, thank God that's a Crick 6 this time. If that was a 74, you would get. That would have been dire, but that is 2 rounds back to back. I believe Dashy got the artillery, but not the cruise. But frankly, again, I mean, I was expecting the 2-0 when we came into the series. Abizi just had a bit of a slow map one, but he woke up just a little bit, and I do not know how Simp was the one able to get this best play. I feel like Dashy just running a rampage over by the bedroom. A little bit more impactful, but I think as expected, as soon as we did the draft nameless, this is where I saw it going down. It was raid control. I saw it in my dreams. It's Envoy leading the charge with 20 kills, and it's Hydra. Triple negative. You don't see it very often, but when you're going against my team, that's just the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting to see Envoy paired with like a really aggressive SMG, and that's not a diss to Scump or anything because he's a beast. But you know, Scump's not that headless player. He's gonna like charge in every gunfight, and playing with Abizi, Envoy's able to play his slow gameplay and pick up all those multi-kills when people are left one shot from your entry player, right? So he's looking great right now in this game.
You also just get some of that coordination, right, of just Dashy and Envoy playing off each other. They already know what their own teammates' tendencies are going to be on the map, so a little bit of that extra little oomph. But again, this is all just calibrated, a calculation by me, trying to build this team. Once again, over towards the actual A point. The ticket progression already come through. The fight inside a kitchen. Envoy gonna drop the French player once again. You get a 3 in the feed. We've retained kitchen control.
Man.
It's the 4-man wipe. It's the A zone captured. And frankly, we might just be able to do this off lives. We still got 26. We're gonna have 2 minutes to work with. I'm feeling pretty good, Nameless. Not gonna lie.
Dude, we are getting fried, man. The GM was just
Yes,
calling
you
me.
are.
The GM was just calling me. I'm calling for a roster change going forward. I can't accept this type of defeat. This is unacceptable.
Love the confidence in your team as well. I love that you've just accepted the bitter end. Unfortunate, we should have actually made that steak dinner bet, but here we go. Your team's trying to make this defensive stand. They have certainly slowed the pace down. They have pumped the brakes inside a kitchen, and huge win, I would say, by Hydra on the flank just to make sure he takes down Envoy. All the pressure going to be coming in from the front.
Here's the issue. We keep challenging these gunfights like one-on-one. I've yet to see them like jump out simultaneously to chow the players in kitchen. Luckily, Simp is a freak of nature. He's going to pick up 2 kills from inside a Tiki. That's going to give us an opportunity to gain some sort of map control. So we have him inside a bedroom. Hydra's going to clean one up kitchen. But will we get the kills on the flank? Yes, we do. Okay, Hook picks it up, but he gets one and thinks that that's going to be it and just gives it up. Hook, come on, man. You got to back up and hold it down. There's never just going to be one player. So now it leaves him in a weird spot. Number 6 is going to be Simp. He's aware of it. He's turning around, trying to figure out if they're going to be flanking. And Methods, man, he's taking it slow. He's waiting on his team. Cerebral plays are being made.
I was going to say, we had 2 minutes to work with, but we have wasted a lot of time just trying to make whatever errant plays on the map. And, well, Methods on the flank gets dealt with, but at least bought enough time for the kitchen control potentially to come through. All of this just to open up the front. We do not have the coverage. Maybe we don't have the coordination either. And what a win from Octane. Talk about a 2-piece of a potential dagger. Now all of the gunfights going your team's way. I appreciate my team being polite. Trying to make things just a little bit nicer for you.
You're not being polite. You guys are getting... Oh my God! I thought he was getting the 3. Not gonna lie, bro. Hydra is
だってさ、4発当てたよね、
Also 15 and 20.
そうなんてメソッド3発
Does it matter?
なんで死んでないの
Does it matter? You saw those gunfights, Chance? I couldn't even dream about doing that, brother.
Oh, good Lord.
I've done that before, son. I've won those types of gunfights. That was elite, dude. I gotta tip the hat to him. This huge round out of my squad. See if they can bring it back here. This is the final map. All on the line here. 2 more rounds, man. 2 more rounds.
And this is the play as well. I believe he's going to pick up the 2-piece in kitchen after this. Maybe he's doing it from a different side, able to pick up one. Hydra making plays, turning his game around. I think he was like, what, 8 and 22 at one point, now 15 and 25. So certainly is a big round to turn things around. But I will say we have been dominating the opening breaks. I got to imagine my team is going to be very confident on defense and
That's
bar
just
some
simply not
craziness
true.
from Hydra
Hook
or
literally
Sim.
got a 4-piece in the first round.
Yeah, and then he lost
break.
30 seconds after that. It was an instant.
You said opening break. And guess what happens here? Who draws first blood? We do. Octane with the 2. Chance, put your money where your mouth is, bro. I didn't hear you take any bets because you know we can come back at any moment. Hook inside the point. Sees Methods up top. Goes for the ego, Chow. You know what? I'm just getting frustrated with that Krig in his hands sometimes, dude.
They're getting taken down. Another flank coming through. It's Dashy. You're trying to read that Envoy. The player going on the flanks. Well, his teammate can do it too. Hook trying to run for his life. He gets chopped down. And frankly, I like the rotation my team's doing as well. Abizi, already Johnny on the spot. He's got the Tiki control, maybe a little bit too quick, and he's going to get dropped. But we had the clearance just for a moment. Now this is going to be a problem. That is a 4-man wipe. You get a bit of pressure on B. They don't want to stack the point. I love this from Hydra. Who needs to play the objective when you can just die? Love to see it.
I hate when people do that. Like, I would have liked to see it maybe throw a shoulder there, right? Get that info, back up, stack it, and then reposition the side of basketball. But instead, he goes for the challenge and dies. Well, I guess it doesn't truly matter because Hook's there to get the 3-piece, catching everybody off guard, and does the right play. Pushes up towards Laundry, then he gets the kill. But will he play his life? Nope, I'm Hook, I'm world champion, getting the big 2-piece. That opens up all the lane we need to get A and mount a fantastic push around jungle towards B.
And I'd like to send out a special thank you to all of Envoy's grenades. Helped him out with some gunfights over to retake the actual B point. Hook was thinking about some streaks as well. That was a 5 spree he went on that gets stuffed. And again, this is the moment to pump the brakes, not give away the free headshots, and keep bedroom control. Method's got to win the 1. Takes him down up top, and as long as Method's anchor is alive in top bedroom, I'm going to be a very happy camper because that's all I want Methods to do.
This is one of the hardest spots to be with an AR, where Octane's at, trying to kill this guy bedroom, being down low. Pulls his pistol out. Is he gonna get the kill though? Huge plays on his end right now.
That's just good teamwork coming through. Double challenge Octane. Love to have that player right next to him. And well, they take down Zinni. That's step number 1. Step number 2, try to kill a Abizi. Not a fun task to have. Frankly, I just need to close it out here. I don't want any risky business. I've been keeping track of the ticks. I don't know who gets defense for the final round. And frankly, I don't know who needs it. Envoy, talk about a perfect opportunity to go on a full flank. I say go for it. Try to get that bedroom controller, cut through pull steps, and cut down Simp. And well, doesn't even need to heal. He's got the teammates with him. The ego chows come through. The 4-man wipe is in. 10 lives to 7. Full map control in my team's hand. I can taste it. You even got the coverage dashing on the flip side. Abizi's there for the rotations. The teamwork on point. The gunnies on point. The All-Star 4v4 championship. I'm thinking my team's got it in the bag. Your team, though, they get maybe one more push after this. They are down to just 5 lives.
Down to just 5 lives. Your team's down to 7. We are mounting a push here into Kitchen. Your team smartly is going to back up and retreat and take position near basketball, and the big gunfights are coming in, man. Envoy's in a great spot. It's looking pretty grim, if I'm being honest, but we only need 1 tick. The big gunfight wins. Man, it's chalk, bro. I just lost composure, man. Ooh, we had an opportunity, we threw it away.
Nameless, I don't even need to celebrate. I was never more confident as soon as it gets locked in. Shout out to Envoy, dropping the big 40 to seal the deal, to get the championship, to be the all-star of all all-stars. I'll be honest, doing the draft, I got the Abizi for the first pick, thought it was a great one. Then when it came back around for the second set of Snake Draft, you guys left Dashy and Envoy up as a pair for me to just snatch up, and he even left Methods on the board for the final pick and just gifted him to me. You gift me Methods, you gift me a championship, easily the best analytical mind that the talent in the CDL has. Easy wins for me. Nothing more to be said.
Give me
free dubs, free cash, Nameless. Your team is honestly pretty good. They're disgusting players, but not quite good enough.
Hydra just got put in the NutriBullet, brother. Blended completely. Oh my goodness. 19 and 34, dude. I need more out of him next time. All is well. You guys fought a good fight.
What's up with this negativity? I want to hear the positivity. Yo, Envoy just dropped 6,900 damage. Doing it for the meme. Gets the 40 bomb as well. Team chance for the winners, and again, wouldn't have it any other way. I think the community saw this one coming too. I saw the tweets responding to like the team drafts when they came out. A couple people were like, Nameless's team looks like a bit of a threat, but this is one of those rosters, I just don't know how you let it get put together. I just think this got done in the draft. Even Methods tweeted out as soon as he saw what his squad was going to be. He's like, wait a minute, we're godlike. This is the kind of team, they could contest like 4 actual championships within the league. Disgusting from top to bottom. Frankly, I think if nothing else, it's time to listen to you sing my team's praises.
GG リトルが you get your next time average つって。
Okay, you had a good squad. You know, you had all
ベジー
the
なんか
roles
言って
filled out. The
いいよ。
3 sub meta didn't really
5
work out. But we actually didn't try
あ、
it,
じゃあ
right?
まだ
So,
行くことかね。
you know, I'm a bit disappointed in my team's performance, but it was a great battle. Came down to the wire.
ハポ
And
買
I
ったん
gotta
でね
tip the hat to Zin, man. He wanted it
いや、
more.
ハブ取っ
He
てないよ。ハ
performed
ブ
all
取って
series long.
負けなかった
The guy was frying, man.
いや
Give this
こ
guy
の
a
4
lead
マップ
spot,
目
right? Give this guy a lead
支援
spot.
があるだけ
あーな
で
るほどね。
そういうこ
I
と
mean,
そういう
getting
ことか。
back in again, if you're the champion of
あ
all
るかもな。
All-Stars, it's got to say something in your favor. But I believe we got a two-piece montage potentially from Abizi
Two-piece
and Envoy.
montage.
Frankly, you could just replay that entire map from Envoy's perspective, and you're certainly going to have a highlight reel. Wonderful work, by the way, towards the end. I was thinking this was an ego chow towards the end until I realized his teammates are working with him. The aggression on point. And frankly, just seeing a feed with all those names on the left side, that is just devastating to have to deal with. But they got that map control completely locked up, ready to go. And again, I think the first raid hardpoint, just a bit of a gimme. We're just letting you have it. Let Paco get some of that confidence to help the subliners out long term. But my team makes sure, again, take care of business. Too much chemistry, too much gun skill. And again, Methods, the king of the AR, is on point as well. But Nameless, I think that's going to be all for the 4v4. We get to take a look at the actual bracket for the 1v1s. Essentially the better half of the day. A ton of fantastic matchups. I know you talked about the Abizi standing that you're looking forward to. I'm looking at that Simp and Envoy one. Envoy just dropped 40 on his head. For the actual 4v4. I want to see if Simp is going to clutch up and try to get some revenge.
Absolutely, that one's going to be a banger, right? So both of
シン
them
プ
are
と
like
エンボイ
the,
熱い
you know,
な
methodical player,
熱い
but when
ね。
they need to get their hands
アベ
dirty,
ジ
they
対サン
will
ディ
go
熱
in
く
for
ない
that gunfight.
熱い
So it'll be interesting to see sort of the cerebral battle that these guys have in the 1v1 showdown. It's going to be lit.
Well, here's a look at the event schedule for the remainder of All-Star Weekend. Again, it's nothing but 1v1s to round out the day. We got Maven and Merc on the mic to take you through all the action. And frankly, I would say for the players, I want more trash talk out of them, right? Like, I think Method's by far the most entertaining player we have. Maybe Shotzi gets a little bit of love as well, but they're too polite. It's Call of Duty. Where's the trash talk? Like, this is their opportunity to shine and maybe say a couple of bad words, but I think if anything, I just want their trash talk to be better than ours. I felt lackluster today because it was just too easy a performance. I don't need to talk trash when I'm just fully confident in my team going to smack yours around.
I can't listen to this anymore, dude. Listen, all right, you know, I'll take the contesting the point wins, but when it comes to this, you can have the dub. But we have our Astro Social soundboard from Truman Benz. If this weekend in the COD League has shown anything, it's that Methods deserves a spot on a starting roster. He's too cracked. Yeah, and he is, man. He was frying. I don't think anybody's ever doubted Method's skill. He's just in a tough situation. Insight comes in. There was no telling how good this guy was going to be. And Insight has been lights out from start to finish. But I don't think that we've seen the end of Zinni. I think he will be back on a team. I think he'll be back on a team by the end of the year.
Well, I certainly hope so. Again, Method's an incredibly entertaining player to watch, but I think that's going to be all for myself and Nameless. But I think after this break, we're going to have an interview with Abizi, which I'm looking forward to it, but we do have to wait just a little bit before we can hear from the young man.
今から仕事だよ。
あ、またこの時間。
そうだ。
またいつもこの時間なの？
毎日この時間になれば今日から。
またこの時間かよ。おはい。
わい。
やばすぎ。
いつもできねえよもう。
だからやずしいじゃん。
よいしょ。これ好きだわ。
Download now.
名前が出てこない。マジックギャザリング。え違った。発想だ。
Oh, I'm so in.
World of Warcraft。めっちゃ画質綺麗じゃね。
いや、わからん。
ディスクじゃわかんねえのか。
携帯で見てるからかもしれんけど。
割と綺麗なんよ。多分ディスクじゃわからんけど。
The Call of Duty League is brought to you by Game.
そういうことだ。
Unlock a CDL team pack with any purchase on gamefuel.com/CDL while supplies last. Offer ends on August 31st.
まだ新しいチームのやつ書いてんだよな。
Tournament audio and team listen-ins are powered by Astro.
どっかのチームのあれ書いてんだよね、スキン。ロッカーありかなと思ってる。
いいじゃん。入れせたいよね。
Oh, welcome back to the show. We got the Game Fuel Victory Spotlight with the Reaper on the mat for my money's worth, the cockiest player in the league, at least from a gameplay standpoint. But Abizi, congratulations on the win. It was a fantastic performance through and through. But first of all, how did it feel to get the win? And how did it feel to play with the All-Star squad?
It felt good to get the win. You know, we had a lot of fun. You know, we were just messing with each other the whole time. And, yeah, I mean, it felt good to pull out a dub with that team.
Well, I mean, I imagine the dubs feel good, and I assume that's a feeling you're getting a little bit used to. Again, 2 chips already throughout the year with Atlanta FaZe, but when I'm thinking about the future, I'm thinking about that battle that you just had against Simp. What was it like to play against your teammate? Is this like a gunfight you get nervous for, or is that one of the ones that you get hungry and like, I'm taking this guy down?
I mean, it's always fun playing against Chris. You know, Chris is disgusting. That's my duo right there. You know, we're always frying in matches together, so it's always fun to be able to play against him every now and then.
Fair enough. And again, always kind to your teammates. I want more of the cocky energy, but hey, like it is what it is. But I think as we're looking through the rest of the day, the only thing we have left is the 1v1 tournament. Who's your prediction to win the whole thing? Please tell me you think it's going to be you. And who's the match you're looking forward to most? Like, who's that guy that you want to play in the championship?
I mean, hopefully, you know, I can come out with a win. It'd be nice to also be able to play Chris in the semifinals because I'm pretty sure if we both win, we play each other. So that'll be a fun match. That'll be the one I'm looking forward to if we make it there.
I hope nothing more that we get to see it happen. But Abizi, again, congratulations on the win. Good luck for the rest of the day.
Thank you so much.
I'm just going to say, you were my first pick for a reason. As soon as I was able to lock you down, I knew for a fact I was going to get the win. But again, congratulations and good luck for the rest of the day, man. All right, that is your Game Fuel Victory Spotlight with Abizi. As always, and again, just a bully out there, man. The kid is always just fascinating to watch. But that'll be for myself and Nameless again. He did his best, but not enough. But we're going to go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, 1v1s the rest of the day.
This is the game of basketball. Poetry in motion. It breaks hearts, bends minds, and drops jaws. And it keeps us wanting more long after the buzzer. That's devotion. That's bigger than basketball. That's game.
Not all 5G networks are created equal. T-Mobile, America's largest and fastest 5G network.
いい機会だ。教えてやる。本物の術というものを。危険系、船目でしょう。
Why do we fight? The true question is, what is worth fighting for?
of Duty League is presented by Zenni, the official eyewear for the CDL. Armor your eyes with Zenni Blocks blue light protection glasses by visiting zenni.com/gaming. USAA Renters Insurance. Level up your gear protection.
Welcome back to T-Mobile All-Star Weekend, a shot of the trophy that one of our players is taking home today. Known as the Pro Skills Tournament. If you missed out yesterday, we started with 16 of the greatest Call of Duty players on the planet. We narrowed it down to 8. They're battling it out in 1v1 gunfight. First up, we've got Dashy versus Insight. Joe, I can't wait to get started.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, these guys learning the maps yesterday. Again, this is not for nothing. This is for fun, of course, but hey, what? The winner takes home $10,000. And here's a look at yesterday's damage dealt Dashy. I mean, what? He went all the way. It was like round 10, round 11, round 11. So he's got 3,300 damage. Shotzi right behind him. Insight, he took care of business. So while he only has 2,000 damage done, he handled his matchup very well.
Yeah, it's tough to take a lot from those stats because, yeah, some were quick 2-0s, some went the distance in the 3 match fashion, but it was kind of crazy. Yeah, no, it was really funny because, again, last year I think the players played a good bit of gunfight. This year, not so much. So a lot of them didn't know the maps. I mean, Hook thought he was regenerating health at one point. That cracked me up. But yesterday, you know, they got to watch the players play. They got some reps on the maps as well. So I would think slightly more experienced players today, and while they are Call of Duty professionals, they learn faster than others. I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the last 8 players here, the ones we have left for the 1v1, I mean, yeah, you could have just told me that those were going to be the 8, and I would have been like, yeah, I'm cool with that. Should be some great matchups. Some of the best players in the world. Should be a ton of fun.
Yeah, just a reminder how it goes in case anyone missed it yesterday. It's a best of 3, and each of the maps is going to be a 1st to 6 round win. So I think I kind of like search and destroy. But here's the overall look at the bracket. On the left side, Dashy, Insight, Shotzi, Hydra moved on. To the right, Simp, Envoy, Abizi, and Standy. So we had 8 matches yesterday. We've got, what, 7 for you today. Quarterfinals, semifinals, and a grand final. I'm looking forward to get into it. I'm hoping maybe chattier players today. And it's tough because there's money on the line. I don't even know if that was the case last year. So there's a little more pressure. Trying to win some cash. Was it the same as like 10 grand for first?
10 grand, yeah, man.
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember what the prize pool was, but it seemed like a lot more, I don't know, focus and silence on getting the win yesterday outside of the Methods and Shotzi one, which had me cracking up.
Yeah, here's a look at the stats, and I think to that, like, maybe because it was just like when the season was done, right? Like, so these guys are kind of like, you know what, this is the first time I've hopped back on the game. Let's have some fun, play some gunfight. We're in the middle of the season, right? Stage 3 just got done, and these guys are trying to fill their bank account. I don't really blame them.
Well, I was chatting with like Clay last night. I was telling him I missed him because last year he made it to the final. He was talking so much trash, and I was talking to Cap a little bit. And he's like, "It's weird to me how friendly these guys are." But then you kind of mentioned like, with COVID and everything, and a lot of new players. Like a lot of these guys don't have the same
relationship.
I don't know, banter, rapport, relationship that maybe some of the past players have had. So. Yeah, maybe not as vibey as I expected going in, but that can be expected.
Yeah, I think we sometimes forget, like, players like Cap and Clay, myself, you. I mean, we've been traveling around the world now for, what, almost like 8-9 years. You know, you're going to those places, you're hanging out. Some of these guys, their first year in the league, and or they haven't played on each other's teams. All that goes into it. But it looks like we're starting off with snipers in our first game.
Official.
My God, this is...
Well, we saw from both these guys yesterday. Insight was nasty with it. I mean, Dashy obviously known for it, but Insight no slouch either. And I think Dashy said, "Let the best man win." As we get into it, here we go.
Oh my
Someone's
God!
gonna hit the shot. There it is. Little snap.
What's my sense? What settings reset?
Is he having the Steam crisis right now?
Yeah. They're both feeling that right now.
Yeah, that was fun.
But I kind of like to see snipers on this map too, because when you and I were watching this yesterday, like the subs and the ARs, dude, you just have those spawn headies, right? It's so tough to deal with it, but with a snipe, that switches things up.
Oh my God.
Well, he hit him.
Absolute hit marker pumps.
It's like the damage done doesn't matter as much in this unless it obviously goes to the overtime. He's gonna hit one shot, but a little jump shot there to close it out. And yeah, it's funny because snipers have been, I think, the most entertaining, and it's interesting because you feel like that'd be typically slower, but more it was players getting twisted trying to hit a shot versus the ARs and SMGs where it slowed down.
Well, you can move, right? I mean, you're just trying to make them miss. ARs and subs with no regen, you can't really do that. Oh, hello!
Dude.
Dude.
Oh, that's... I kind of feel bad winning there.
Yeah, it's all good.
Oh, well, that was right.
The last two events, so it's only right.
Right where it would hurt a lot, Joe.
It's only right.
Yeah, you guys are sorry. You beat me the last two events, dude. It's fine. I'll take that round. Oh, yeah. I felt that one.
Here, you know?
Yeah, maybe.
Toss me a bone.
Bro.
Looks, bro.
That's so nice of Insight to let him get a 3-0 lead. Eyes on.
Jesus, man.
Oh.
You step on the stick?
Yeah.
Dashi win.
Hang on.
What did he say yesterday? We're just a couple of stiffies?
Yeah, a couple of stiffies. Well, Dashi did just play, right? So he's a little warm.
I'll drop a donut on stream.
He just won.
Well,
Team chance.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to play Envoy either. He dropped like 40 last map or whatever it was.
Yeah, like he had a lot of engagements. I looked at the scoreboard like, what is this guy doing?
All right, Insight, this is your time. Round on the board.
Oh
Hit
my
it.
god.
Oh no!
Look at like you went for dance, dude. Holy.
Whoa! Whoa!
Oh, kind of juke.
There we go. Sometimes though, those gimmies, man. Those gimmies, you like, yeah.
Bro. Definitely, absolutely shot you in the back and missed.
Now the nose go.
I don't know.
Trying to bring it back. This is where Dashi, like, whether he's sniping, dude, he loves it, the ramp heading. This is
well, he's like jumping, right? So he's like spotting him like this, and then he's going for these. Yeah. Little bunny hops. Inside just can't keep up with it.
Well, that was him. It was subs on this map he played, right? And, like, I feel like that's all he played from. All of his kills came from, like, the ramp heading. Unless I'm thinking of somebody else. Ooh.
Thank you.
Everybody did that, but you are right. That does stick out for me.
Me too. Yeah, you're actually. Yeah, that was lucky. I don't even know.
Fucking ass.
God.
Yeah.
She has a beautiful smile.
Actually.
Be a model for Colgate.
Nice shot for what?
Whoa.
Ooh.
It's like a little rabbit.
What, he hit him?
Oh my
I thought he got her on
god.
the edge. Oh, I gotta see this shot.
I think I like caught you as soon as you were like peep.
To see.
You got out.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
You're supposed to take that thing.
Right before he got around the edge, and well, what do you know, Joe? One of the more prolific snipers in the history of Call of Duty wins the sniper round. Can't be too shocked, but Insight looked like he needed warmed up a little bit. I thought his sniper was really good yesterday, but not enough to challenge. The sniping feed on in Ball Dashi.
Well,
so he goes up 1-0.
You're Ball Dashi. You're talking about yourself.
Yeah, I messed that up. Yeah, sorry, Dashi.
He's not bald. No, you're the bald one. But no, he said that. He's like, I'm supposed to win this one. He knows it. So that's the one he had to win. Now, whether we go to, maybe ARs, that's where Insight is very comfortable. But we'll see what we're loading up next. Either subs or ARs. But Dashi's looking warm. He's looking good.
Absolutely. Well, in case you're living under a rock and aren't familiar with these players, let's take a look at a bio board. A little bit about these guys. And yeah, the damage thing, again, take what you will, but accuracy and maybe the KD a little bit more important in the scheme of these rounds. And yeah, you can see Dashi went the distance, like played every round but 2, I think, yesterday. But accuracy on point, and yeah, inside fry.
Yeah, he died 3 times, so he won. If you didn't know. He won pretty easily. But what? We had some like crazy comebacks too. I think Insight was one of them. Where it was like 6 or it was like 3-0 and then he won 6 in a row. We had some crazy comebacks, but didn't have one there. Full players just hanging out as we go back to the library.
Yeah, and it seemed to be, for the most part, kind of, I don't know, the same like general strategy for a lot of these players outside of the snipers when it came to SMG and AR, in the sense of like just trying to I guess just mix it up, like thinking like a search and destroy, like whether it was going to be, I don't know, a quick flank or just a quick peek from spawn, like trying to keep the other players guessing. A couple of the matchups though you saw, it was just like a game of ring around the rosy, like who's going to spot who. I mean, some of the scraps rounds yesterday, God, timing in this can be absolutely brutal.
Oh, 100%. Especially that's why we saw some players just kind of lay down because they don't want that timing to go wrong. I mean, you're playing for this amount of money. They're just kind of waiting to see if someone makes a move. But, well, we saw the snipers, both players just trying to run around. We'll see if it changes a little bit differently here. It's a really strong AR map, right? Just right off the get-go, you have that sight line. So we'll see what these players are using as this gets loaded on up.
Yeah, I thought what was cool yesterday, we were talking about these guys having fun, and at times it seemed a little slow, or like they weren't, I don't know, super like locked in. But then like I think it was Abizi who was just sort of, after it was done, like that was intense. He said these 1v1s, man, like they're terrifying, right, especially when you don't have like information on where the other player is. 14, I mean, you can still map people.
What's up? That's mine.
Or shut. Never mind. You did it yourself. All right.
All good.
Apologize.
Oh, now they're apologizing to each other. What's happening here?
Okay. Okay.
You taking a sub roll from Kleenex or what?
Yeah. I think it's a low sentence. Let's go. No kill cam. All good.
Oh, no kill cam?
Too fast. Oh, we're beaming off the start. He's warming up.
Yeah, I feel like either of these players are more than happy to just take long-range fights like that.
Yeah, they don't.
Who comes out on top? 46 life advantage for Insight. You just want to get this. That's perfect. Just get some 3 tags in if you can. If you're dashy. And that was one of the harder things yesterday when you think of the subs and the ARs. Like, if you're down in health, how do you bring it back?
Like I was in just under there, diving deep.
That was a dig deep round for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, it was close. It was so. I mean, Insight got down to around 15.
Might have to come down to a last map AR showdown.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't, like, once he tagged him there, just like keep free firing as he peeked the edge like that. He's at 42 health. I didn't really see a hit that hard.
Yeah, he's giving him a little dash, especially right there, a little jump shots. He's just jumping over the bookshelves. Just a couple of hit markers here and there, maybe a headshot, and that's it.
Well, Dashy is known for his 32-inch vertical.
I don't know why I picked this.
Very athletic.
One of my better ones. I lost.
32-inch vertical, really.
Don't know why I picked this.
Yeah, he would have been a Division I college basketball superstar if it wasn't for his Call of Duty career. Look at that. Look at that. Like, the guy would have been playing for Marquette, dude, alongside Dwayne Wade, just frying.
I think Dwayne Wade's retired.
Yeah, both. Look at this. Look at this. Now they're so weak. It's like, who's going to peek?
HP? I was 2 bullets weak. Or like 2 bullets off death. I'm 30 HP.
Yeah, that was like time. Oh my god. I thought
Jesus.
Oh, that is like literally 1 HP. Literally 1 HP.
Yeah, one of those books falls off the shelf and he's down.
My brother.
You gonna get a kill here, Dashy?
There's some pretty big books, dude. I don't want to get hit in the
My
head.
reputation's on the line, too.
Okay.
There you go. You got one.
There we go.
Right there.
Yeah,
You can't just 6-0 me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's some class right there.
Yeah, I got you.
On the board now, baby.
I just realized he's in a Huntsman jersey.
Twisted.
Who is Dash? Is?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That's what he wanted last year, but he didn't get one of those.
Ain't that the truth? Little flank. Yeah, she's got 3 though.
Oh my god. Oh, the slide cancel.
I'm not best showing. Yo, what's
Nice movement, and that had to have been like just, he barely saw him. Just slid under it, popped up, smoked him. And there you can see the advantage of the movement.
Well, in case, they need, they have some roll problems. Inside you can pull out a sub, no problem.
Stay humble.
Yep.
Smart man.
too
for the
cocky.
dub.
Yeah, I got way too
For the
cocky.
dub.
My bad, bro. My bad.
I do the same. You have one to throw away now. Wanna go top one?
It's been like the same thing every round. Like, just try to get a couple bullets in at range, and then they creep up on each other.
Yeah, look at the angles now. Insight's all the way on top of what is that? That close security gate area. Look at this.
Yeah, same here.
Oh, I know exactly what you're doing then.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, actually.
That was actually amazing. Well, that's a couple. Yeah. No, I think Insight's done a better job of that. Like, just the keep shooting element. And just hope he tags it. Like, Dashy's been lower health in so many of these late round engagements.
You're sitting in a corner?
Yeah. Know exactly where you are.
Pressure on Dashy to go.
Oh, he read it.
Ball game.
He read it.
Oh, you had me there.
Well, he said. I knew exactly where you are.
You know I'm gonna chalk that up too. Alright, let's go.
Oh, good, oh, good.
Well, just like yesterday,
wow.
for Dashy, we're going the distance. Now to ARs between these two and maybe their most natural of habitats. Obviously, both very versatile players, but Dashy takes a snipe. SMG over to Insight. Both, just looking to move on into the top 4 into a semifinal as we'll continue on throughout the day. Again, we have 7 of these 1v1s, but for the round 3 in the ARs, I've got no idea. I mean, you've seen just absolute laser beams out of both these players all year. It's been awesome to see Insight get into the league, and just this Ultra team has become so fun to watch. I'm looking forward to seeing how their next stage is going to go, and well, same for Optic. If they're going to work off some of the momentum they found in the Stage 3 Major. Some of the highlights here from Insight. And well, when you're first in S&D KD and second in Hardpoint KD, that's pretty solid.
Yeah, I mean, that is fantastic from him. And yeah, you kind of said it. Both of these teams kind of in that same spot, right? Top 4 from Stage 3. But I know everybody's excited about what Major 4 is going to bring. Obviously, we have our group starting next week. Once we have a couple of weeks to group play, we get back to LAN, and all the players just super excited for that.
Wait, that 18 kill most kill thing in Search, was that like his? Was that first series he played?
Miami.
Like did it in the game 5?
Yeah, and they lost.
Yeah, that was like that was like his first series. That was wild. Put him on the map very, very quickly, and well, you see why these guys are in the MVP hunt in this battle in the 1v1 skill challenges. Dashy's stats overall, marvelous as well. They're tied, well, nearly tied in Hardpoint, like a 0.01 difference.
Well, and I think too, like you look at those, and that's all from Stage 1 and 3. Throughout Stage 2, it was not the best from Dashy, but I mean throughout Major number 3 really stepped it up. But what, 6-2, 6-2. We're going to U-Bon. We're on ARs. I don't think we saw this with ARs yesterday. A lot of snipers on this map, but first time for the ARs.
Well, I was wondering if maybe he'd run the FAR or something, but this map, like, if it's going to be long range, you probably want the Krig, but I feel like the FAR, if you're getting up close and personal, that thing is
maybe we
no
saw it
machine.
once with the Krigs, maybe one time.
I feel like all I remember is snipers here, but you're probably right.
It was 8 games. It was a lot of God.
What's that? Didn't the FAR, like, the headshot multiplier, like, kills the 1 less bullet now or something?
Yeah, supposedly some people are running it. You know, there's a lot of things people are testing out. I'm excited for Stage 4.
Yeah, no, I can't wait.
And the Krig got buffed.
Close. Oh yeah, and the bullet velocity on the Krig, right? So
Trust me, there's no video.
It'll be interesting to see how it goes.
What are you been screaming?
Yeah, right. Just like when I'm like, I'm not playing that. Right there.
Yeah,
oh!
Right there.
Like that.
All good, all good. Yeah, I've just
thought he hit like the first bullet or two, then just got beat.
Yeah, I mean, that's just him jumping into that. That's just a free. He didn't stop shooting again. Kind of what you talked about. I mean, as soon as Insight sees him, he's just holding the trigger down. He knows he's going to reach out.
100%. That's like what won him the last one. Just he kept shooting, and we get the damage in. Peekaboo! It is me, Insight, to take your life.
Angles, you know. We've actually been to this U-Bahn before.
Let's see that.
He said he's been here before.
Maybe I could rob a thing or two.
That might be
God.
Better side, maybe, I don't know.
I might be forced to cringe it up. You're kind of bullying me a little bit.
For sure, for sure.
What did he say?
He's got to cringe it up. He's been getting bullied.
I'm just gonna go back to mid. Like I'm.
Oh, cringe it. Yeah, I didn't know what he said.
Sorry, I told you, cringing it up.
Yeah,
There you go.
I respect it.
Because if I go down 0-3, then it's really chalk.
Nah, it's never chalk, trust.
Never chalk. You're right. Just wanted to make it seem like I was mentally.
Yeah, like never stop playing.
Actually, with the reverse psychology mind games.
There you go. That's close quarters right there.
Just a reminder, winner of this whole thing, $10,000.
Wow, that's a good shot.
And bit by bit, even. Did you break down the rest of it too, Joe?
Like 10,000 and then 6, I think, for second.
Yeah, it's like 10, 6, 4 for third and fourth, 2,000 for fifth and eighth.
Let's switch independent for the mid shot.
That's a good like couple rounds of gunfight. I'll take that. Nice payday.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
I get a little closer, you know?
If they want to run that for casters next year, I'm all for it.
Yeah, that'd be real fair.
I agree. That would be really fair.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure if it was 1v2 gunfight, you versus Chance and Miles, you would win.
There's a really good chance.
Yeah. Brought it back. Just down around.
I have the strats for this now.
Yeah. I know your strats.
You spot him? Look like you did?
Seems that way. This is a deep pocket, though, that insight's in.
Dude, who's on the top?
Oh, I see what you mean now, yeah. The hell?
It's like this scene from like The Matrix, dude.
Very, very interesting.
You know when the phone is going off in the first one?
Oh my god, you're there.
I did see you there. Dude, I saw you. I thought I saw you, but I was like, if I didn't see him and I'm getting like assassinated right now in the back. I thought you were my base assassination.
We still haven't seen an assassination yet. I want one desperately. But no, yeah, I was trying to think of what this reminded me of.
Yeah, dude, it's...
I couldn't remember if it was
The
real life
phone
or
is going off,
but yeah,
man. The phone's going off. He's got an
scene
answer.
from The Matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when they have like their
It's
first
the crazy fight scene there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
End of the first one.
God, that first movie is so good.
Gee, it's ringing. The answer rings.
Ooh, I tried going a little.
Yeah, that was a nice angle.
So you're just gonna come right back into it and just get mind blowing.
Ooh. Players are getting creative now.
This is kind of a gorilla here.
Yeah, this is really a gorilla.
I have to go back to my constructs.
Yeah.
Back to the cringe strats. Let's see what that entails. Into the train.
I'm not too confident right now in the Charles.
Me neither.
It's kind of a lie.
My bad, bro.
Yeah, it seems like Insight would take any just straight up one-on-one from spawn. I feel like he's won it or got more damage in all of them.
This is very, very gorilla for sure.
Oh, he found him.
This is like, it might go round 11 here, and it's just gonna come down to, you know what I'm saying, who just doesn't miss.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is independent for round 11. Independent will stop.
Wait, you had your boat independent?
No, of course not.
I was gonna say.
I'm not gonna cave to the dark side.
Ooh,
wait.
He had to hit him. Oh, I thought he hit him harder. Wait, well, hold on.
How did Insight win that
He didn't
out?
do that much damage to
Oh,
Insight. We got
did.
smoked, but Dashy then, the shots on the cross.
I'm not gonna lie, when you made me watch on the cross, I was like, did I just lose after that?
Oh, we thought the same thing.
Yeah, well, at first I thought he got like a headshot or two into him, but he only did 39 damage, and then, yeah, he nearly dropped, was trying to cross. Give me a round 11. Oh my god.
You're getting it. Here we go.
There?
It's a repeat from the major mave.
Round 11.
Optic Ultra.
Yeah,
round 11.
I knew it was gonna come down to this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Round 11.
Oh god.
Last map.
AR. We both got our preview map wins, now it's gonna come down to the AR Grueler.
Oh.
Look at me, shot.
Here we go. Winner of this round moves on to the semifinal. Ashy back to his trusty train thing.
I think you're going back to your bread and butter.
Train car? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. Thank you, Joe. Yeah, Insight's bread and butter is get damage in from spawn, so he certainly is all over his breads and butters.
Spotted him. Whoa.
No.
Yeah, I mean, like.
Dashi gets it done! Revenge season!
Right there for sure.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah, that was some GGs for sure.
Yeah, some GGs. That was a grueler.
Yeah.
Absolute grueler, as they were saying, all the way down to the wire. But Dashi gets revenge, as you said. We'll move on to a semifinal as they battle it out. And yeah, it was one of those things where it felt like once. I feel like we were talking about this in the matchup yesterday. Like, once he got it to like closer to medium range, he was winning more often than not. It's just when he was trying to take those long range duels, he was just not coming out on top more often than not. I think he did a better job. Maybe cut the map in half later in that game.
Well, I just think, I mean, Insight was just shooting. He was just hoping he reach out him like time and time again, and that's what happened. But Dash is all right. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take the gunfights to a point where it doesn't have to go for a while, and I can finish it, right? But we're going to take a look at our updated bracket now. See where we stand. That is our first quarterfinal done. We got 3 more remaining, and then semis in a finals. And well, Dashi, he's gonna be playing the winner of our game up next, Shotzi and Hydra.
Ooh, you're picking Shotzi versus the beast that is Hydra. I am looking forward to that one for sure, but Dashi does get the win. So for the Optic fans out there, you can stay tuned to see how deep he can go. Envoy on the other side, he's a couple matchups away, but we'll see if he can continue on. Maybe have an all Optic final. Who knows? We'll see how this one plays out. But Dashi gets done, clutches up in the round 11, gets a bit of revenge, and we'll wait for his next date in the semifinal. We'll see Dashi celebrate once more as we head to break before our next match.
This is the game of basketball. Poetry in motion. Legend burned into imagination. This game takes everything you give and gives back even more. This is a singular moment coming of blueprint. Selflessness recognized. The fight of a lifetime. It breaks hearts, bends minds, and drops jaws. That's bigger than basketball. That's game.
Not all 5G networks are created equal. T-Mobile, America's largest and fastest 5G network.
You have come for adventure. But the Baron wants to break you.
Call of Duty League is presented by T-Mobile, now America's largest and fastest 5G network. Set your sights on the competition with T-Mobile, the leader in 5G. Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League. Zenni, the official eyewear for the CDL. Armor your eyes with Zenni Blocks blue light protection glasses by visiting zenni.com/gaming.
Dashi continuing on from his incredible play at the stage 3 major, gets the W. Now Hydra and Shotzi, looks like they're chumming it up already, getting ready for the matchup. Shotzi was killing me yesterday. What was Method's tweet? He's a camping loser.
Yeah, I mean the way Shotzi was playing, dude, I love it. I personally loved it, and we're going back to Mansion where we saw Shotzi do that. So I'm very excited. He is playing for the dub. And that's why I was correct. Well, at least I'm hoping.
No, he seemed to be the most. I think everybody like wants to win. I mean, there's money on the line, a little bragging rights and trash talk, whatever you want to call it. But some seem a little bit more dedicated than others. Yeah, Shotzi was certainly one that is going hard in the paint for the win. But yeah, back to Mansion, as you said, and he got some experience here yesterday. Knows the angles, positions. Where to lie prone and wait and surprise your opponent.
Now, we know Revan, though, right? And we love Revan and his dedication. Did he give him some tips on Mansion? I gotta go with yeah. Did they guess this veto system? I bet you Revan did. Yeah, he definitely played it out.
Yeah, JP got a whole Excel doc ready for this too, based on stats from yesterday.
Which side he'd like to go first? But we're starting off with the snipes.
Favors his left.
There it is.
Nice.
You were wrong. That's his left. It's a great call.
Yeah, you know, JP, we share a similar mind for the game. Hydra, his snipe was pure filth yesterday. Where are you?
What? I'm not moving.
What did you say?
Why?
Johnson's messing with him. He's like, I hear you. Just like, I don't, what? I'm moving, dude. Oh, I'm not moving.
Question. We can't look Spanish right now?
Yeah, I can talk Spanish. Do you know Spanish?
Hola, ¿qué tal?
I also am
Why is
fluent
my
in
screen
Spanish.
so dark? Where are you? Ah!
Oh, somebody on the flag. Oh, what a the He's not even allowed. That's my pick. It's allowed. W. I don't know if that's allowed.
I'll give you a round. I didn't know.
No, don't give him a round. It's earned it fair and square.
I'll give you a round.
What if he's lying? He said he'll give it to him and he kills him.
Give him a round.
So wait, 1v1.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a dance off.
Let's go on this end, Wait.
Oh, like on the thing.
Sort of UFC fight.
It's the stage, dude. It's the stage.
Oh, little tease.
What?
Get him!
The dance competition.
Flirt with each other. There you go.
Oh my god. You guys practice this.
I told you.
Alright, that was the round that you got. That's a good round. Alright, all snipers now? All snipes?
Yeah, all snipes.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought he was about to no scope him, then he just stabbed him in the face.
I was really hoping Shotzi was just gonna snipe him.
Oh my.
What? Oh, he hit him in his ankle.
Foot. Gone. Ah!
Oh, you deserve that.
Nice shot.
You deserve that.
Oh, yeah, his ankle ACL just ripped up.
I don't even. Maybe that was the hip. I don't know. Oh, we got hit marker
too.
He hit him.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't realize. Who was it? Was it Shotzi yesterday, or was that Method someone would get close to someone, then bark at him, or make a noise, try to scare him?
I have no idea. I think maybe Shotzi. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Well, he just did it a few rounds ago. Yeah, keep doing that, dude. Just make loud noises. Throw him off his game. Paco's new to the league, dude. You can frazzle him.
Shotzi just didn't move from Paul.
Huh?
Oh. Or Hydra.
Dude, I was worried actually that this was gonna go through the wall. I did not kill him. Like a hit marker.
Did you hear me?
No. No.
He must have barely, pulled it right before.
I don't know, yeah.
When you spawn, what?
What am I supposed?
Dude, Shotzi really is a little camping loser, isn't
Well, leave us alone out of the Shotzi camp, okay? Keep it to yourself over there. We're playing for a win.
Absolutely right. My champion got stolen.
Got stolen? What does that even mean?
Why?
Oh my god.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm becoming a bigger fan of Shotzi from this, actually. Just the little stuff he says is killing me. I hear you, where he's barking at him.
Oh my god.
He's back and forth.
Oh my, what kind of hit marker was that? Stay down! No!
No way! Did you know scope it?
No.
Ooh, little fadeaway. Little fadeaway.
That round was stolen from us.
That's a live wire. Don't step on that.
Oh, it's just going off, dude. What the? That's dangerous.
Yeah, they pride themselves in realism. Like, he should be electrocuted.
I'm in the corner, like bottom right side mid. Okay.
Bottom right? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he'd be dead right now. Yeah,
bottom
dead.
left.
I'm bottom left right now. Yeah.
Wait, then we're right on each other.
Yeah. I'm bottom right. Oh.
Oh yeah, no, you really are right on top of each other. It's a circus.
No.
Oh. Johnson's just missing right now, man. He's had a couple of first shots. I need him to hit these.
Wait, I feel like
it's just the movement. Shotzi's not missing. Hydra is dodging bullets. You mentioned the Matrix earlier.
This Hydra Neo.
He's got the
chosen one.
We know we're the same class. There's no way.
Yes.
Oh my. Oh.
Dude, that's a second hit marker. This 7 HP. Thank you.
Oh, all right. Stays alive. Stays alive. All right, so French Neo is not
really good with
defensible.
Me too. I mean, not.
Oh my gosh, I'm listening.
No! Ooh.
Good shot.
That was a swipe. As Hydra dodging bullets, hitting shots, takes the round one.
What's your high zoom? Is it 1? Here.
That was clean. That was real clean. I mean, there were some messy fights in the middle there where they were just sliding around, trying to dodge bullets, hit markers here, hit markers there. Always love the camp of people that, you know, the hardcore camper that just they complained about wanting more realism, but then you can, you get hit by a sniper once and you can keep jumping around. But it was a battle between those two players here. Shotzi say not really on with the sniper. Hydra agreed, but he looked pretty solid to me in a lot of those situations. But we'll see what's up next. I don't know if it's gonna be ARs or SMGs, but so far so good. Some funny rounds, and Shotzi was maybe trying to get his head a little bit, but didn't work there.
No, and you heard at the end there. I don't know if you were listening, but he was like, "Dude, what are your high zoom settings?" Because like he was swiping so quick. He's just trying to get. He's just trying to learn the Hydra settings. You can't really blame him. As we'll take a look at our stats from yesterday's 1v1s. Hydra, he only died 4 times. Shotzi, he had a bit of a longer game. Burst methods. That was a really fun match, and that's where the damage difference is.
Yeah, I think I do like 1.2 multiplier on my high zoom typically.
Really?
I'm not sure what's normal, but
usually just
I've always done that because well, with now that I'm playing on mouse more, it doesn't matter as much to me. I don't want that. But when I was on controller,
I guess some people might like 1.1 or something. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. Depending on your
I just like to be a little bit snappier when I snipe. That's really all it is. Take a look at the Astro social soundboard. Paco's com had me in tears. Dude, his comedy without even trying. Yeah, no, he strikes me as, well, he's funny, but like just sort of unintentionally funny at times too. And he's, I don't know, he's been a great addition to the league. Looking forward to seeing him improve at the next run for NYSL. And I know we haven't seen a ton from him, but just based on the stats he had within one stage, I imagine you and I will be commentating him for a very, very, very long time.
How many like different formal accounts are there now? That was Skinny Matthias. There's like a Texas formal out there. I don't know, dude. But formal, he's got a lot of fans.
Yeah, no, I'm sure there are a lot. Scumps are probably in the tens of thousands.
Yeah, there's probably like a jacked Scump, him when he used to have all of his muscles out. After just working out one time because he's got some freak human genetics.
Yeah, I think I was playing. Was that Jack yesterday that was going on a rant about that? Courage? Like, talk about it. Or was that Mason? Somebody. I can't remember who was talking about it. Just ranting about how it pisses him off that, yeah, he works out for a day and he's got a six-pack.
We all have those friends. Seth just happens to be one of them.
Well, you have me too, yeah.
That's just the athletic beast that you are.
Yeah, 45 minutes on the Peloton this morning, baby.
That's a lie.
I ate leftover pepperoni pizza, though.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
Yep.
I think that my best man, I got smoke. So, hopefully this goes well.
Okay.
31.
Nice win.
Good shot, good shot.
Yeah, I think he was like 31. So.
Yeah. Did you see me?
Yeah.
It's nice movement.
Okay.
The way he jumps right here, it's almost like the way he snipes, right? It's like a drag shot. Just gets across, the shots are in.
That's all you.
Eyes just looking good.
You're probably like, what the?
Yeah, it's just really just real fluid, right?
Yeah.
It's fun to watch.
Yeah, he has a really good idea, like the way he wants to enter a lot of different gunfights and use his movement. Yeah.
Where are you? Are you not moving?
I'm moving. Are you moving?
He's behind you.
I'm in your spawn. I'm behind you. I saw you. Yeah, I saw you.
I'm behind you too.
You're not really lying. He's not lying to you.
Wait, no, like Hydra literally.
You said I'm in your spot.
He told him everything.
And then I actually
Okay.
And then I said no, you're not, because I knew that like you. Too long to explain, bro.
Okay.
What?
Yeah. I'm gonna
Too long
feel
to
like that.
explain. This guy's playing different mind games, complicated ones.
Apparently, I need to write a thesis on this.
Uh-oh.
Shotzi's trying to get next level with it.
I trolled. I gave you.
Yeah, you did. Probably because your brain hurts from trying to talk through that last round.
But he slid past it right here. You know when you like slide too far? Ooh.
You run on me. I'm gonna run on you. Let's do some rare gunfight, okay?
Shotzi thinks he's Nostradamus or
Okay.
Oh, you. Wait, how did he win that?
What the?
What?
You get a couple headshots at the end?
I can jump.
He even had HP advantage.
I don't know.
What
I
the?
didn't know you could do that.
Oh my gosh!
I was wondering if he's hit him.
I thought
once he got to the
Shotzi had
top,
the advantage
but-
for sure.
Well, I think he
This guy's
wall banged him in the
peeling
face
wings
3
like
times.
this?
Oh, it's got to be good to be a Subliners fan right now.
Yeah, Clay's loving life.
I just think Hydra's a cool name.
Oh my gosh. Holy. That actually scared the living crap out of me, dude. Jesus.
Might have been a little panic toot.
No, that's just you. That's like a
credit, dude. I need to start flying.
almost 40-year-old thing.
I'm sliding everywhere, bro.
Okay. Me too, okay?
I bet.
You realize your pick is getting smoked, right?
Yours is already out. Shut up.
What?
No, mine's Simp. I picked Simp.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Behind me?
Yeah.
Wait, no, you picked Mac. No, you did pick Simp. This isn't
No,
good.
I was just gassing methods because I love him.
Oh.
Oh, he's just toying with
I
his food
believe him.
now.
I believe in Shotzi. Come on.
Yeah, thank you.
One round at a time. That's what Rambo would say. Losing is learning, and you have learned a lot because you have lost a lot of rounds.
Wait, were you behind me? Is that where you're laughing?
No.
Oh, you scared me, bro. I thought you were behind me. I thought you were chasing me.
You want to brain me? What?
Yeah,
Do
you
you
try
know?
this at home.
You say pre-aim?
I don't know what he said, honestly.
Oh, the strats coming into play now.
They just perfectly read each other. They both were thinking the same
I believe
thing.
so.
Oh, there we go.
The synchronized AFK strat. Shotzi might have been changing settings. Hydra might have fallen asleep.
Okay.
No offense, you're not missing anything. It's not frozen. They're just doing this.
Where did the fly?
Bottom mid.
Yeah.
What did I just tell you, dude?
He told me to go bottom mid. He's flanking around. Oh, Shotzi. You deceptive little liar. Too bad Hydra's on the point.
It's contested.
GG. Oh, the contest! Stab!
Were you my side?
Hmm?
Did
No,
you
I
come down my
saw
side?
the contest on the flag. Oh.
I'm not feeling good about this, Maeve. Not feeling good at all.
Oh.
I thought he had him. Like, I thought he was going to finish
too.
before he got the contest.
If I said top mid, would you have gone top mid? Be honest.
Nah. Oh my god.
Because when you go there, be honest, he just goes, no.
Yeah, because Revan gave him all the strats.
Oh, wait. What'd you say? What'd you say, Neri? What'd you say?
You saw me what? I said one bullet. You put one bullet on me, you put one bullet on you. That's a real.
Wait, what? Say it again? Wait, hold, don't say anything. The game's too loud. Give me 1 second, okay?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, alright, what'd
Shotzi
you
is so confused.
You put one bullet on me, I put one bullet on you.
Oh, that's how you said?
Yeah.
Oh.
We understood you, Paco.
Oh, dude.
There it is. Your pick is out. Hydra.
Dude, you keep
too good.
I should have went with Hydra, dude. I messed up.
GG's, Paco.
GG's.
I messed up.
Yeah, no, he's just. I know this is different than the regular matches, obviously, but he's just fun to watch, man. I don't know how to describe, like, you know when we've talked about maybe Hook or Kenny in the past, that like it's one of those guys where even if you don't see their name, you kind of know who you're watching in past titles. Yeah. Like if you go back to like an AW or World War II, I feel like Hydra's going to be kind of that guy. And I don't know if fluid's the right word for it, but he just seems, I don't know. Well, I got to watch more. Obviously, he's very new to the league, but he's disgusting.
No, Fluid.
And I'm a massive Hydra fan.
Fluid is 100% right. Yeah, like he has a very, like when he is entering gunfights and stuff, he has a very good idea how he wants to do it. And then he doesn't mess up his movement. He just makes it look easy.
Yeah, just really mechanically strong, I guess. I mean, it's cool to see with such a young player how talented he can be. But another look at the bracket. Dashi gets the win. Hydra gets a win. That should be an awesome battle between
down there.
Yes, it is the megastars, and Dashi and Hydra are ready to face off. But next we have Simp and Envoy, and then Abizi and Standy. I don't care who wins, but there's just part of me that wants to see how Simp and Abizi would go.
Well, especially if they're in the same room, like if they're still at the team room, oh, that'd be great.
Our cities, if you're watching, you better be messing with him the entire time. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that. But Hydra, the impact immediate on the league and making it known here as well. Within the 1v1, Hydra gets the W, dominates Shotzi as he moves on. All smiles from Paco as we had to break.
Not all 5G networks are created equal. T-Mobile, America's largest and fastest 5G network.